Hi friends, Christy Brown with Intuitively Strong, and today is a question I'm going to answer from somebody who was in the comments and was like, hey, can you talk about this? And I'm like, yep, I've dealt with it. It's definitely happened to me before. This is something that happens to a lot of athletes. It happens to a lot of weekend warriors, a lot of people that are very weight conscious and weight focused, people afraid to gain weight, people with fat phobia, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, disordered eating patterns, amateur competitors. This can happen in so many arenas. And if you don't think that you're an athlete, I want to ask you to call yourself an athlete. If you're somebody who regularly works out, even at the gym, I consider you an athlete. So I want to get that out of the way just so you're like, oh, I'm not an athlete though. Just because you're not getting paid to do something doesn't mean that you're not practicing in a way that is similar to that. You can be an amateur athlete. You could be somebody who just likes to kind of embody the athletic lifestyle, which is something else we can talk about too. But today's topic is about amenorrhea. And this is something that is very near and dear to my heart because this is actually not a good thing. And a lot of women, what they do is they go to their doctors and they get put on birth control because oh, you're missing your period here, this will help regulate it. And yes, in some cases, that is totally something that, some people need to do. But in many cases, which as was mine, and I'm sure most people's, is that there's an underlying factor there. There is an underlying factor that amenorrhea is caused by your body being underfed and overworked, meaning basically your body is starting to shut down. And this happens because your body is not getting enough calories. Your body is not, it's working way too hard. It's working in so many capacities. I know for me, I was like working out 3 times a day, 6 days a week, and I was eating around 1,500 calories a day, which was in nowhere near the amount that I needed to be eating. And what happens is because your body is shutting down, your menstrual cycle is actually one of your 5th vital signs. Okay, so your vital signs being breathing, like a heart rate, a pulse, all those things that actually keep you alive, right? So, and when that shuts down, that's actually the first to go because you can live technically without a period. Technically, you could live without reproduction, and you'd be fine. So it kind of takes the least important of breathing and pumping blood through your veins and things like that. So this is something that is not to be taken lightly. This is something to where if you are at this stage, likely you're having symptoms of your hair falling out. You're very not producing enough saliva. You're very cold all the time. It could be something to where you're just very tired and lethargic. You're almost dizzy all the time. Some people get severe headaches, almost like cramps and things like that happening a lot too. And again, disclaimer here, I am not a doctor. Okay, you definitely need to go see your doctors and you need to talk to them about this. But this is my opinion and my experience through this. So this is something to where if you are experiencing this and your doctor does say just to go on birth control and get it fixed, and you know that you're a person who maybe works out a little bit more than the average bear, or maybe you're a person who says, yep, I am definitely overworked and underfed, but you're afraid to gain weight. You're afraid to step into this world of balance because you are afraid that you're going to lose everything, right? That you're just going to think you gave up on yourself. And that's definitely not the case, but I understand that feeling as well. It is a valid feeling. You're allowed to feel whatever you want to feel, but also know that if this keeps going, this could get very, very, very serious. So again, your body is shutting down. Your body is telling you, because remember, our bodies can't talk. Right? They can't, if I need something from you and I'm like, hey, can you grab me that glass of water over there? Your body can't do that, right? So it tells you through signals and through signs, right? It's gonna leave you with that dry mouth. I need some water, right? I need to go to sleep. I need to pee. I need to eat. Your body sends you signals and that's how it communicates with you. Well, when your body is actually shutting down a very important, like I said, a vital sign of your body, then that is a very loud cry for help. That is your body saying, we're going down, like sugar, we're going down screaming right now. So I really need you to listen to that. And if you do, here comes the dog. You want some loving. If you do, okay, wait a minute. If you do, if your doctor does say to go on to getting birth control or anything like that, you do need to tell them about your disordered eating patterns. And I'm going to say this, if you think, oh, but I don't have disordered eating patterns, I'm just being very healthy, or I'm a very healthy person, then I highly encourage you to rethink what your version of healthy is. Because this is where a lot of people get stuck. This is where I got stuck, is that I thought that by working out that much was super healthy, and I was just really dedicated, right? I didn't think anything was wrong with it. I thought this is how you become healthy, right? You work out a lot and you eat, and maybe I don't want to be healthy. Maybe I want to be above average healthy. Maybe I want to be that person with like veins coming out of their arms and quads hanging over their knees and, lats like wings. And, maybe I want triceps and I want all the biceps popping and I want all those things, right? Well, those are all very aesthetic things. And when your body is at this point of basically just malfunctioning right now, it is a very big cry for help. So some of the things that you can do to start this process, and I'm going to tell you, I know how scary this is. I'm not just saying like, oh, just eat healthy and work out. That's how it is. Like, it doesn't work that way, right? It's like telling somebody with depression, just be happy. Like there's an inner issue, a very deep rooted inner issue going on. And it's not just going to be fixed in a day. It's not going to be fixed in a month. This is something that's going to take time. You're going to have to keep putting in those reps, flexing that mindfulness muscle and that self-awareness muscle to start bringing back those hunger cues, to start feeding yourself again, to start switching your body from fight or flight mode into rest and digest mode, so that you're not in a constant state of emergency, and a constant state of anxiety around your body and the food that you're eating and how many calories you burn during your workout and how many more calories you're going to have to burn because you ate, a half of a piece of pizza and you're so scared to gain any more weight, right? I've totally been there. So some of the things I really want you to focus on are truly and honestly getting away from the scale, getting away from the body fat percentages, getting away from the rules and restrictions, and to just focus on self-care rather than self-control. So this comes from basically, and a lot of people, and this is what I thought, oh no, Christy, that's giving up on yourself. Like, I don't want to be that person that's like gained all this weight. People are going to be like, oh, you gave up on yourself. That's just not healthy to do that, right? Well, here's the thing. It's not healthy to be at that point either. So when your physical health comes at the cost of your mental health and your body is shutting down as well, that is not true health. So this is where you kind of have to have that real hard ass talk with yourself and be like, something has to change or I might die. And I say this in a very loving way, is that this has to come from a place of, I want to be healthy and not look healthy. I want to be healthy. A lot of people get confused with the fact that, oh, if I look healthy, then I am healthy. At my unhealthiest was when I looked the fittest. And I was so unhealthy. I mean, bulimia came down to, like I said, me losing my period. I was so lean. I was so tired all the time. I had no energy. I was cold all the time. I was losing hair. My teeth, I had like weird saliva issues. My teeth were starting, I have a chip in my tooth from that specifically. There's a lot of things that start going wrong. And when you start to pay attention to your body instead of ignoring it and the signals, is when your body is finally like, ah. So this is a very scary first step, but what really needs to happen is we need to start putting that focus on, instead of how we look, we need to put that focus on healing our body, on healing our relationship with food, on healing our relationship with fitness, because that's at that core of, people won't love me unless I look this way. People won't get me. I won't become an asset anymore. They won't understand me. They won't find me attractive. They won't find me adequate. They won't love me anymore. We think all these things, but these are all made up stories in our heads, stories that we've made up ourselves, but that we've believed. So this work goes so much deeper than the actual food itself. It's a self-worth issue at its core. And it's a need for love. It's a need for connection. And we find this connection in a very unstable way through aesthetics and body image. So what really needs to happen is we need to put our body into just like a mode to where we're feeding it adequately. And when I say adequately, it's going to seem like a lot of food to you because I mean, I'm talking minimum 3,000 calories a day if you're at this point. And you can definitely work your way up to that. But it's something to where I really need you to get your body back to where it's running efficiently, because the whole point of you wanting this body is for you to keep it, right? But can you keep it at this level of intensity? Can you keep it long-term at this level of obsession, right? I want you to take your lifestyle that you want to live. You want to be able to go out and have beer and pizza and all those things, but you want this body, right? We talked about this before. This is where cognitive dissonance lives, the indifference, the inner struggle of I want this body, but I want this lifestyle, right? You can't have this body if you're going out and having a beer and doing this and doing that. So this is where, we've all seen that meme, the extra 5 pounds is you going out with your friends, having drinks, having fun, going out on vacations and doing that. So this is kind of, we'll get to that point, but your first order of business is to start refeeding yourself and honestly taking a break from exercise for a while. Your body needs a rest. Your body has probably been at this for so long. It needs fuel. It needs rest. And this is something that I know is so scary, but if you need help with it, this is what I am here for. And as always, definitely make sure you do go see your doctor, but tell them about your disordered eating patterns. Only eating a certain amount of calories per day for years on end is not healthy. Your metabolism actually needs a break. Even athletes, pro athletes go on breaks, right? They have those, but I think we're also afraid to go back to maintenance or to even go to a level to where we're not tracking or doing anything at all. But really that's where that peace lives. So can you keep this up for 10 plus years? Can you keep living like this, fearing food, fearing exercise, fearing your body, fearing calories? Because I knew that I couldn't. Because if so, this will be the rest of your life and it will be a short one. Because your body needs to survive and it's fighting back by shutting down your reproductive system. It's fighting back with that. So we need you in this world. Okay, we need your heart, we need your soul. You are a good person, you are enough, and you matter, and we need you. So we don't care what you look like, we care that you're here. We care that you're healthy, and we care that you're taking care of yourself, okay? We'll get to that point of having balanced nutrition, but for right now, we really just need you to start feeding yourself. That is number one. And then taking a break from exercise for a little bit. This won't be forever. This season of your life will not last forever. But you have to go through winter to get to summer, okay? You have to go through the seasons. You have to understand that this is just a season of my life. This will not last forever. But to get out of this hell, this prison that you've built for yourself, we need to start doing the scary things. We need to start going into the unknown, okay? All right, so comment below, hit at me, get at me. If you have any questions, again, this is a little bit triggering, so I am gonna put a trigger warning up here in the descriptions because this can get a little heated, and I know I've been through this and I almost died at one point. So it was extremely scary, but just wanna let you know I'm here for you. Email me, DM me on Instagram, hit me up on TikTok, join my email list. Subscribe to my channel and let's talk more.